So guys, it's a beautiful, beautiful, good, afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, wherever you're watching me from, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Gerard Mambwe, and of course, I'm doing the vlog right here in Kalingalinga, just outside Unza. Okay, so guys, I had an interview with the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board to explain on how a student can lose a bursary or a student loan at 8 public universities. So these are the, some of the things that the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board Senior Corporate Communications Officer, Madam Shalakawanda, explained on how a student can lose a student loan, okay, or how Helsb can get away a loan from a student. Yes, guys. So listen to this interview, watch, and if you have any questions, you can just comment in the comment section, and I'll be able to answer those questions. Yes, guys. So enjoy this. Enjoy me on the other side. Radio 2. I'm your host, Gerard Mambwe, and today on the program we are looking at how does Helsb forfeit student loans and scholarship from students. So Helsb, that is the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board, and in the studio with me I have the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board Senior Corporate Communications Officer, Madam Tusero Kawanda, who will help us to discuss the topic for today. Good morning and welcome to the program once again for the second time.
Good morning. Thank you so much for inviting me.
All right, to start with, for the sake of the listeners, briefly tell us the mandate of the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board.
So our mandate is that Helsb is responsible for administration, granting of student loans and investments. We are also responsible for administration and granting of scholarships.
All right, the year is almost ending. How would you describe the year as a Helsb?
So far so good. We have I think we have responded very well to what our mandate is, in that we have already awarded student loans to students that are going to 6 universities for now. The 2 universities, which is the University of Zambia, they're still doing applications right now. We recently advertised, while for Kapasa Makasa we closed on the 6th of this month. So in that regard, it means we're on schedule. And then for the scholarships, we've also done our part. We have also sent students abroad, those who were awarded scholarships. So far so good. We also did receive our new board, the board of directors, that is being headed by Honorable Geoffrey Samkonga. They were inaugurated this year in April.
All right, were the board's objectives met?
Of course, the board's objectives are tied around what our mandate is. So far, yes, we have met the objectives.
All right, so what?
Of course, there are some challenges here and there to do with financing, to do with funds. However, we're still managing with what was allocated to the institution.
All right, so I believe that at least things went well.
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
things went well. Of course, for those whose child or whose application was not awarded, of course, for them it didn't go well. But for those that were awarded, it went well. So it was, however, our mandates from our end, we did meet what we were supposed to do as an institution. So it went well, yes.
All right, any challenge that you faced in during this the course of the year?
So during the course of the year, of course, the main challenge has been the resource envelope. The numbers of those that want to access services from us is huge, and unfortunately we can't meet the demand. So that was one of the challenges that we have faced from January to October. Also, we started recoveries, I'm sure you're aware, from 2018. We started recovering, and then we have those that we are not recovering from up to now. So that is a huge challenge, because what we are recovering from those that benefited from student loan is directly going to help more students that need our services. So that is a challenge for us as an institution. We also, from those that we are recovering from, especially through employers, there are certain employers that are not constantly remitting to our institution. So that is a drawback for us, actually.
All right, getting to today's topic, what is the relationship between a student loan and a scholarship?
Okay, so the relationship, I would say, is because this is the institution that government has mandated to grant both services to deserving Zambians, and so that is the relationship. The other thing would be that they're different, even if there is that relationship. The relationship is that they're being administered from one institution. However, there is a difference. So for the student loan, it's those that are benefiting from us locally to the 8 public universities. Those ones we are giving student loans to. For those that we are giving scholarships to, the scholarships are bilateral, meaning Zambia has signed memorandum of understanding with certain countries that are offering scholarships to Zambians, and we're offering these scholarships on merit for Zambians to go and study abroad in different fields, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So for the scholarship, you don't pay back. It's not a loan, unless for those that are local.
Okay. Now, I do understand that one of the mandates is to award the student loan to students in about 8 public universities. Now, when you award those student loans, how do you grab, or how do you forfeit student loans from a student?
Okay, so there are a number of ways in which that is done. First things first, when a student, for example, is expelled from school, then they forfeit that student loan. When a student is arrested, and we get to hear about it, that your student who's on student loan has been especially imprisoned, arrested maybe because
so imprisoned maybe for how many years? Because
even for a year, for a year, yes.
Then for a month.
No, not for a month. This is why I say I've said not arrested,
Okay.
because arrested maybe you get bail or things like that. But when you're imprisoned, of course you'll be imprisoned for a longer period. We will definitely grab away that loan from you. Also, unfortunately, when a student passes on, it means that student loan is forfeited. So there are a number of ways, but we do definitely communicate to the student that this is what has happened. And we also ensure that we hold what we call an orientation program for first-year students at all the universities, so that we tell them what it is we expect from them and what this loan means, so that they understand, and this is usually done before they enter into the agreement with us. And we ensure that we also tell them that this is a loan, so that those that thought probably maybe it's a grant or a bursary, they can still go back to their parents, and especially if their parents can afford to pay for them, then they should not sign up for it, even if they've been awarded.
All right, you're still listening to the main interview right here on Building the Future radio program, and I'm hosting Madam Matisela Kawanda, who is the Senior Corporate Communications Officer from Helsb, and she's helping us to discuss the topic, which is how does Helsb forfeit student loan and scholarship from a student studying in public universities. Of course, you mentioned that when a student dies, you get to that student loan gets to be forfeited. Can it be maybe transferred maybe to family member of that particular individual, or can a student loan be inherited, so to say?
So unfortunately not. Our student loans are not structured like that. So these are social loans. Yes, they are loans, but they are social loans. And these loans, you need to understand that they are not being given, for example, to a family. They're being given to this particular applicant. Gerard Mambwe has applied for a student loan, so we're giving it to Gerard Mambwe. So the most fortunate thing is that we have insured our loans. Okay. So God forbid, but it happens, a student passes on, it means the insurance company will pay us as an institution. So we will not follow your parents, no.
Okay.
Or your guardians to say, can you pay?
Okay. Does maybe Helsb stop sponsoring a student who is maybe producing bad results? Unless maybe you feel you're taking 4 courses and you fail maybe 1 or 2.
So like I said, these are social loans, so there are certain things that we are quite relaxed about. So we will definitely not completely get away the loan from you. But for that particular year that you failed your program, we'll definitely get it away. So we'll give you a student loan based on the duration of your program. If, for example, you're pursuing a 5-year program, it means Helsb will pay for you at school for 5 years, not for more than 5 years. So if you fail a program and the remark on your result slip is saying repeat, okay, or sent on part-time, for that year we've already spent money on you. We will not spend money again on you for that year. There are only certain exceptions, and these have to be based on medical grounds, certified by a medical doctor from a reputable health facility. So that maybe we can say, okay, can we pay for this student? And that is, the student did not write the exams maybe. Then we still pay for this person twice. But what that means is that when we start recovering from you, you will have to pay twice for that year. Okay? So it is whatever government has spent on you that has to be paid back.
Okay. Now what if a result says repeat but proceed?
So repeat but proceed. What that means is the university has said proceed. So we are going to pay for you for the next academic year or semester. But that course that you are repeating in, if the school, yes, if the school says you have to pay 500 for you to write this exam, or whatever amount, if once they clear, so meaning as they are reactivating, they need to write to us to say, I would like my student loan reactivated because I have passed and these are the results, and they need to show us so that we also check that yes, this one has passed, now they're proceeding to the next level. So we are definitely going to reactivate that student loan. However, for those on scholarships, it's very difficult. Once a scholarship is grabbed away from you, you can't take it back. Remember, it's not, even if you're coming from Zambia, it's not Zambia that is paying for you. It's not the government of Zambia paying for you. It's that government where you've gone to. You've gone to Russia, so the Russian government is the one paying for you. So if you misbehave whilst in Russia and you are expelled, you cannot appeal to us and say, no, can you take me back? The Russian government has said, no, we cannot, or we cannot continue to sponsor this student because of ABCD. Unfortunately, that will be the end for you.
All right, reading on what has been discussed, what is your takeaway message to the students and the listeners, even the parents?
Yes. So to the students, of course, especially those that are on our student loan scheme, we expect that you will concentrate on school. like we have said, these student loans, of course, can be grabbed away from you because of non-performance, misbehaving, riotous behavior. So we can definitely grab them away from you. So you need to do what it is you are there for. To our parents, these are student loans. If you can afford to pay for your child or children, please make sure that they don't get these loans, because at the end of their program or when they leave university, they need to pay back, definitely.
All right. Is there anything that you would like to maybe to point out before we conclude?
Yes, I would like to talk about those that have not yet started paying back their student loans, but their student loans have matured. I would like to say that we have entered into an agreement with TransUnion, which is Credit Reference Bureau, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, meaning very soon we are going to list all those that have benefited from us. And that means you are a bad data. You don't pay back what you owe. So it will also mean you cannot get credit anywhere, no matter what, because your name is appearing there as somebody who got a loan from us and has not paid back. So maybe this is a word to them or an appeal to them that they can come through to our offices and see how best they can start to pay back this loan. Then their names will not be listed on the CRB.
All right. How can the students and the listeners out there get in touch with the higher education loans and scholarship board in case they have concerns or any questions with regards to what you have talked about?
Okay, so we are on telephone number 0211 2507 26, also 0212 22 9192. This is for the Copper Belt number. We only have two offices, one in Lusaka and one on the Copper Belt. Then we have a WhatsApp line. This one is for text. Is 0968 058811. Our email is info@helsb.gov.za. We also have a website, www.helsb.gov.za. Then for those that would want to inquire especially on recoveries, you can contact us. The email address is recoveries@helsb.gov.za. Please contact us, especially for those that we are recovering from. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for coming through, and I wish you all the best as you continue, of course, fulfilling your mandate as a Helsb.
Thank you so much, and looking forward to coming back to another.
All right, so we have come to the end of this special interview with the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board Senior Corporate Communications Officer, Madam Kawanda, who was basically helping us to discuss the topic on All right, guys, welcome back, and this is Gerard the Samambo YouTube channel. Hope you guys have enjoyed that beautiful interview that I had with the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board. So you've heard it. Helsb is going to grab away your student loan if you misbehave, or maybe you perform badly in your exams. Maybe if you are taking about 4 courses and you fail 3 courses or 2 courses, Helsb will take away that bursary. Yes, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, and tell me what do you want me to talk about next time on this vlog. Thank you guys for watching. It's goodbye for now.